The Times is committed to reviewing theatrical film releases during the COVID-19 pandemic. Because movie-going carries risks during this time, we remind readers to follow health and safety guidelines as outlined by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and local health officials. While the events of this story are fictional, these people existed. So begins The Harder They Fall, with an intriguing setup and enough jarring punctuation to drive home that you're watching a period picture. And as if it were taking its cue from all those full stops, this historical Western fantasia unfolds at its own disorienting stop-and-go rhythm. When the outlaw Nat Love, Jonathan Majors, settles a score in the opening moments, he shoots his man 4 times and occasions 4 blood-spattered freeze frames, each one bearing a word from the movie's fatalistic title. For dramatic purposes, Nat is the most significant of those fact-based, fictionalized gunslingers, a black cowboy legend who was born to enslaved parents on a Tennessee plantation in 1854. Playing fast and loose with history, British writer-director Jimesh Samuel and his co-writer, Boaz Yakin, have given their Nat a very different if no less traumatic origin story. As a young boy, played by Anthony Naylor Jr., he loses his family in spectacularly brutal fashion, setting the story's long-simmering revenge plot in motion. Years later, he and his trusty gang find themselves tracking his parents' assassin, the vicious outlaw Rufus Buck, Idris Elba. Rufus runs with a gang of his own, only one that's bigger, nastier and heavier on Hollywood royalty. Not that The Harder They Fall, which opens this week in theaters before arriving November 3rd on Netflix, is generally lacking in celebrity.